Hello students, today we will see the recommendation and reform suggested in NEP 2020 for teacher education. So this was given in section 15 of the NEP draft, and as I have not covered the reform for the teacher education in previous videos, so I am covering here separately. And as we are related to education subject, it is very important that we should see it separately, that what are the major reforms as envisaged in the NEP 2020. So we will see section wise, so from 15.1 to 15.11 I think different points are there, so we'll discuss it. So the 15.1 is about, the paragraph deals with the importance of teacher education. So the policy says that teacher education build the future generation by preparing high quality school teacher, and we require multidisciplinary knowledge, pedagogical skills and value formation. So the policy is saying that teacher education that we are giving to the student, either in the form of B.Ed, M.Ed, ME education, that should be multidisciplinary in the nature. Along with that, we also have to focus on the pedagogical skills. Along with that, value inculcation in the trainees. Teachers must be grounded in Indian values, culture, language, ethos and tribal tradition. So today we want teachers who are very grounded, that means they know the Indian values, their importance, what are those values, how to inculcate those values in the student, what are the tribal tradition, what are the diversity we have. So we want overall deeply Indian rooted teachers. Teachers should also be trained in latest advance in pedagogy, technology and educational research. So along with the traditional value, it is also important that the teacher should also be advanced in the pedagogy. They should know all the techno-pedagogical skills also. They should do research in education also. So in the 15.1 paragraph, the importance of teacher education is discussed. Next is the paragraph 15.2, which deals with the issues that are existing in the teacher education institutions. So the policy says that the Justice Verma Commission, which came in 2012, so over 10,000 standalone teacher education institutions, they lack genuine teacher preparation. So they are not fulfilling all the standards that are required by the NCTE for teacher education. And there are many teacher education institutions that are functioning as, means they're only degree selling institutions. Their classes are not running, their internships are not proper, so they're just giving the certificate and degrees. So regulation failed to curb malpractice and ensure quality. Excessive regulation also restricted innovation and excellence. So there is no innovation and excellence going in these institutions. So there is an urgent need for revitalization and radical reform, especially when it comes to the teacher education. This has been told in the paragraph 15.2 of the policy. Then coming to the 15.3 paragraph, which is about strengthening regulation and quality. So the policy says that regulatory bodies empowered to take strict action against the standards of the teacher education institutions, and 1 year window for teacher education institute to rectify the breaches. So 1 year will be given for all those standalone institutions or who are just selling the degree, so they can rectify their shortcomings and the loopholes. And by 2030, only high quality, accountable and multidisciplinary integrated teacher education program will remain. This is the major reform of teacher education, which is also called as ITEP, that is Integrated Teacher Education Program, which is a 4-year integrated along with the BA, BSc or BCom. So it's a dual degree. So the target and the goal has been set to 2030. So up to 2030, all the teacher education institution will be converted into 4-year integrated teacher education program. The overall aim is to restore integrity, credibility and professionalism of teacher education. Then is paragraph 5.4, which is about teacher education in multidisciplinary higher education institutions. So all the teacher education program must be offered in composite multidisciplinary institutions. So they will not be fragmented or separated from the other discipline. They will be, all the teacher education program will be offered in the composite multidisciplinary institution itself. The university colleges will create education department offering B.Ed and conducting research. Collaboration with Department of Psychology, Philosophy, Sociology, Neurosciences, Language, Art, Music, Science and Mathematics. So wherever integration is required with the other departments, so there will be collaboration between the department at the interdepartmental level. All the standalone teacher education institution, they must be converted into the multidisciplinary institution by 2030. So this is important, that all the standalone have to be converted into the multidisciplinary institutions. Now coming to the para 15.5, which is about 4-year integrated B.Ed, which is the minimum qualification, which will be the minimum qualification. So 4-year integrated B.Ed will become minimum qualification for school teacher by 2030. This is the major reform. Dual major degree, that is education plus a specialized subject, math, science, art, languages. As I earlier told, that either you will be a BSc B.Ed or a BCom B.Ed or a BA B.Ed. It depends what type of dual major degree the student is opting for. Then curriculum will include Indian knowledge system, value, art, culture, child pedagogy, psychology, sociology, pedagogy, assessment, FLN, ECCE, along with history, science, mathematics and interdisciplinary perspective. Higher education institution will also run the 2-year B.Ed for bachelor degree holders, and it will also run the 1-year B.Ed for 4-year undergraduate degree holder. Suppose someone has done B.Tech, so they can do 1-year B.Ed also. So along with the 4-year integrated, 2-year and 1-year B.Ed will also run in the higher education institutions. Scholarship for meritorious teacher candidates will also be provided. Then paragraph 15.6 deals with the school linkages and the teaching practice. So teacher education, higher education institution must have a strong network with nearby government and private school. This is required for the internship program that gives a hand-on experiences to all the teacher trainings during their internship program. So collaboration will be made from the nearby schools, whether government or private, and the student will teach as interns, as student interns. They will participate in community service, adult education and vocational education during their internship. School linkage and teaching practice is also important. Paragraph 15.7 is about standardized admission to B.Ed. So admission through subject and aptitude based test, which will be taken by NTA, National Testing Agency, and test will be standardized considering linguistic and cultural diversity of India. So there will not be many examination, many different entrance examinations. So there will be only one admission test and a portal to lessen the burden of the student, which will be conducted by the NTA, and it will be a standardized test. It will be taken into consideration the linguistic and cultural diversity. Then is faculty strengthening and diversity. Paragraph 15.8 is about recruitment. So recruiting faculty with expertise in psychology, child development, sociology, linguistic, philosophy, economics, political science, mathematics education, science education, social science and language education. So whatever requirement will come, it will come with some expertise and some pedagogy specialization. Along with that, value teaching, field experience and research qualifications, and aim for multidisciplinary rigor in teacher preparation. So we have to strengthen the faculty, and there will be diversity in different pedagogy when it comes to the recruitment of the faculty. Paragraph 15.9 is about reorientation of PhD program. So all the PhD entrant must take credit courses in the teaching, education, pedagogy, academic writing and communication. So they can do these courses from various platforms available, and they have to earn the credit for this. Then there is a mandatory teaching assistantship for practical experience, and university will redesigning PhD program to integrate pedagogical exposure. So the policy is also talking about reorientation of the PhD programs in paragraph 15.9. Then coming to the paragraph 15.10, this is very important, which is continuous professional development, also called CPD. So the policy is saying that ongoing CPD for college and university teacher will be strengthened, that is 50 hours of CPD annually is required for every teacher as a part of their faculty development program, and use of online platform SWAYAM DIKSHA for large scale standardized training. So these platform will also be used, and focus on quality teaching learning process and update pedagogy. So CPD of 50 hour will be compulsory for every faculty when it comes to their professional development during their in-service program. Paragraph 15.11 is about NMM, that is National Mission for Mentoring. The policy is also talking about establishing a national mission for mentoring. So it will be a pool of outstanding senior and retired teachers and faculty who are willing, who are volunteering for sharing their expertise with the younger faculty. And so there will be National Mission for Mentoring, short-term and long-term mentoring supports for HEI teachers. Mentor will have, with the ability to teach Indian language, will be prioritized. So NMM, National Mission for Mentoring, it is mentioned in paragraph 15.11. So if we will sum up the whole reforms and recommendation of teacher education, so what are the main points? So first is the policy is talking about multidisciplinary teacher education institution by 2030. Then 4-year integrated B.Ed that will become the standard qualification after 2030. Strong regulatory action for quality assurance. There will be focus on value, Indian knowledge system and modern pedagogy. And then there will be standardized national testing agency for admission, mentoring mission and expanded CPD for continuous professional development. Along with that, there will be national professional standard for teacher, which will set clear benchmark for teacher competency, performance and career progressions. So NPST is also very important. It will ensure the accountability, professionalism and continuous skill development done by the teachers or faculty. Then there will be a professional standard setting body under the regulatory framework, which will be responsible for designing and monitoring professional standard for teachers and teacher educated, and it will work with the council board to ensure quality and consistency across the teacher education system. So NPST and PSSB are also in the framework the policy is talking about. So this was the overall reform of teacher education with reference to NEP 2020. I hope you all understood this. Thank you so much.